This is how you make single crochet. If you want to hold the loop in place on your hook, make sure it's flexible enough to still travel up and down the body. Next, I'm going to hold the chain with middle finger and thumb, and then I'm going to push the tip of my hook into the center of the chain. I'm going to pick up that top loop. Next, I want you to pay attention to the head of the hook. This is facing you, so now bring it behind the yarn and then face it down to pull it through the chain. Once you pull it through, you want to make sure that you push both loops back onto the body of the hook to make sure they're the proper size. Now I'm going to repeat that with the hook facing me, bring it behind the yarn, face it down, and then pull it through both loops on the hook. Now I'm going to push my new loop back onto the body of the hook. Next, I'm going to use my left middle finger and thumb to travel to the next chain. I'm going to insert the tip of my hook into the chain, pick up the top loop, yarn over, and pull it through the chain. Then my middle finger and thumb are going to grip the area immediately under where I just pulled through, and they're going to pinch it and hold it in place while I yarn over again and pull it through both loops. I'm also going to gently tug it down with the left hand so that I get that upside down teardrop I talked about in my chain video. And that's how you make a single crochet. Here is what the foundation row will look like. At the top, there is a series of V's going all the way across, and then in the center, there's a V that is pointing into the stitch or here the chain below it. On the back, I have a series of loops that are very similar to the back loop you saw on a chain, and in between those loops, those gaps, that's where I'm going to be putting my hook to make the next row of stitches. I'm going to chain 1 for my turning chain, and then I'm going to insert the tip of my hook into that first gap right there for the first stitch. I'm going to make sure I have both loops of the V, yarn over, pull it through the stitch, push it back onto the body, yarn over and pull through 2. So again, insert your hook into the stitch, make sure you have both loops, yarn over, pull through the stitch, and then yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. I know this is a little fast, but I wanted to keep it short and sweet. I know there's plenty of videos out there on how to do the single crochet, but this is just to help you troubleshoot some of the common issues that I've seen beginners have. This is what it'll look like after a few rows. I hope it helps.